Now, if you saw the last time Johnny went in the ring, Johnny went in the ring against Solo, and after Santos Escobar stuck his nose in the matchup, Johnny Wrestling was nothing but distracted and confused because why would Santos Escobar stick his nose in a match with Johnny Gargano and Solo Sikoa? I still don't think we figured that out. But either way, that is what brought us here. Santos Escobar against Johnny Wrestling. 15-minute time limit. Johnny Wrestling continues his series against talent that aren't normally spotlighted as Johnny and Santos Escobar collide, where Johnny looks to get some measure of revenge against Santos because Santos, I guess you could say, Santos cost Johnny his match against Solo Sikoa to a degree. And, maybe the question is, why, Santos? Why? But I don't know if that's an answer we'll get because Santos is a complicated character and I'm sure he had his reason why he wanted to. Maybe the reason why Santos got involved is because he saw that Johnny was getting a series and was jealous of the fact that Johnny was being featured as prevalent as was being featured as prevalent as he was, and Santos wasn't. So Santos wanted to take advantage of it, but now Santos is going for a Boston Crab on the outside. Santos is going for a Boston Crab on the floor. And, I mean, I hope he realizes that this is just a way to inflict damage on Johnny Gargano. It is not to, he can't get Johnny to submit on the outside. But Johnny doesn't care. Johnny's not getting back in the ring. The two men are not getting back in the ring. Johnny introduces Santos to the announce table, and monitors are flying everywhere. Discus Lariat takes down Santos Escobar. Discus Lariat, not Discos. Discus Lariat takes down Santos. We are at a count of 7. Into the barricade goes Santos. Johnny gets himself back into the ring. Breaks the count. Johnny gets himself back outside the ring. And he sends Santos back into the barricade. I mean, I think Johnny may have taken it personally. In my opinion, it seems like Johnny may have taken it personally with Santos's involvement in his previous matchup because I think Johnny is tired of being treated like a joke and an afterthought. He was one of the biggest, if not the biggest star down in NXT, and him being up on the main roster, he has not been treated as a big star up on the main roster, and seeing Santos Escobar steal the spotlight, I mean, it could have been that Johnny got pissed off. I would have, because Santos is the reason why I lost the match and lost the winner's purse. You get more money winning than you do losing, so Solo got some momentum going, especially in WrestleMania season. You get some momentum going during WrestleMania season, you never know what's going to happen. But Johnny is taking it to Santos Escobar as the two finally make their way back to the ring, and a basement dropkick by Johnny takes down Santos. Let her press. Quick kick out by Santos Escobar as Johnny is still picking his spots. Santos catches him with a big right hand. Johnny gets sent into the corner by Santos Escobar. Wait a second, what the hell's Santos doing here? He's got Johnny in the corner. He just dropped Johnny across the top rope. He just dropped Johnny across the top turnbuckle. He just dropped Johnny across the top turnbuckle. What a nasty looking move, but it is effective by the ruthless Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar is nothing but not ruthless as Johnny's getting himself back in this matchup after a quick takedown, a jump top rope neckbreaker by Johnny. Unique bit of offense there by Johnny Wrestling, whose wrestling IQ has jumped leaps and bounds since his early years in professional wrestling. I've been seeing Johnny grow as a performer since his days on the indies as Johnny went for the slingshot spear, but Santos had him scouted and moved out of the way. Let her repress, but a quick kick out by Johnny Wrestling. Johnny doesn't want to go down. Again. Johnny doesn't want to lose again. Gargano escape. Johnny with the Gargano escape. We saw Candice LeRae use this to her advantage in the March Mania tournament. We saw Candice use it to her advantage to advance in the March Mania tournament. It only took them so far, but it proves how effective this move is, because it netted them the win in their match against Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. And it was just out of nowhere where Candice put on the move, and it just shows how spontaneous it is, where the move can be applied out of anywhere, and it can lead to a win. But Johnny went for the discus lariat and got a close 2 count. But that's all he got, was a close 2 count. As Johnny dumps him to the floor. Wait, no. Santos had apron spear. Apron spear. He took him to the outside with an apron spear. Did Johnny Wrestling. And somehow these two men are back up. I don't get it. But either way, Santos Escobar and Johnny Wrestling are definitely taking it to one another in this utmost back and forth as Johnny is introducing him back to the barricade. Johnny is introducing him back to the barricade. Johnny gets introduced to the barricade now, and Santos is returning the favor. The amount of times that Johnny has introduced him to the barricade, I've probably lost track. They are probably close friends now. Johnny gets himself back into the ring, but Santos sidesteps him. Mid-ring collision by Santos and Johnny. Santos has got him. He's got him caught again. Santos has got him caught again. He's got him in a Boston Crab, but this time it's in the ring. This time it's in the ring. Santos has got him in a Boston Crab, but this time it's in the ring. But Johnny is fighting. Johnny is fighting. Crawling to the ropes. He got himself out of it, though. Johnny got himself out. He's got him in a cover. He's got him in a lateral press. 2. No. Santos gets out of it. Santos gets out of it. Santos fights his way out of it. Johnny fights his way out of the corner. Santos fights his way out of the corner. Basement dropkick by Santos takes down Johnny. This match is a seesaw battle if I ever saw one. Santos sends Johnny back into the corner. Again, Johnny blocked him. This time, Santos gets secured. But Santos again blocks Johnny. Johnny again blocks Santos. Santos blocks Johnny. Johnny blocks Santos. Santos blocks Johnny. Johnny blocks Santos. Back and forth they go. Low kick by Johnny. Takes down Santos. Johnny's measuring him. Johnny is measuring him. Drop toe hold. You know what comes next. Gargano escape. Gargano escape. Gargano escape. Gargano escape. Johnny got him to submit. Johnny got him to submit. Johnny got him to submit and got some measure of revenge on Santos Escobar for sticking his nose where it didn't belong. And Johnny Wrestling gets the W. Johnny Wrestling gets the W. Johnny Wrestling gets back on the winning track after losing to Robert Roode and Solo Sikoa. Johnny finds himself back in the win column against Santos Escobar as we take another step closer to WrestleMania. Will Johnny Wrestling be able to get his WrestleMania moment, as I could see Johnny being a part of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? But to be fair, we don't know who's going to be in that Battle Royal until the night of WrestleMania. But with that being said, that is it from me, and I will see you in the next one.